something was wrong. Like, it was dark. The windows were, like, open. Like, it wanted us to come in. And so that's why I stopped when the bug was there, because I'm like, fuck.
I didn't feel watched. I didn't feel anything. But I did feel like I honestly didn't get a bad feeling. But with that bug being there, I said, no, that's a warning. That is a warning.
That building itself, the second that all happened and it went down the way that it did, when that bug called out, right, and I got scared and I stopped, we waited a second, and I pulled out the thing just to see if I can see, hey, is this building bad? Because people like Cora come through and they talk to us.
True, but the evil thing could also lie and say, no, it's good.
Well, no, I still wanted to win, but listen, I was literally trying to communicate, right? The second that happened, the thing went up like it was going to say something, never said anything, and we heard the voices. Because why are you going to see a building covered by trees and shit?
Mm-hmm.
But the windows were just like, it's like it wanted to be the perfect building to go in and explore, right? But then something's not right.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I was getting after that bug. Because it was just like, it scared the fuck out of me. So why is it there? Why is it the only one there?
And how loud it was. That's all I paid attention to. Was like, no, that's literally a bug's version of screaming at us to get the fuck out.
The only thing I thought about was, think about it. Mosquitoes. Always with other mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Birds. Always with other birds. Bugs. Always with other bugs. Why the fuck was this the one bug that was by itself?
Maybe it was Cora looking out.
Maybe. But that's what caught me, and that's that sound. That sound scared the fuck out of me. And I was done.
But you almost stepped on it because of how close it came. Yeah. That means they were willing to fucking just get squished to give us that warning. And a basic person would be like, oh, get away from me, and then move on. But no, you gotta pay attention to that shit.
That bug could have saved our lives.
Yeah, I feel like it did.
The thing that got me was the voices after that bug happened.
Yep.
And that's the thing that really got me. Like, I wanted to have taken the bug for granted. I wanted to have went, hey, all right, it's just a bug, whatever, let's go. Let's see what happens. That's not what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is those voices calling out were not, you have to be smart with situations like this. And you have to know that there's not one friendly ghost that will call out like that.
True.
They won't.
They'll talk about themselves. They'll get on that term of first names, and they'll build that. They won't just immediately...
They're not there to scare you. They want to be helped. People, or spirits or other things will call out to you to make you think somebody's in trouble, to get you.
Yeah.
After I had said, you cannot follow us, I heard those fucking growls. And not all the time will you catch them on camera. Some people can hear them by ear. And for me personally, maybe because I'm a female, I got to feel like maybe he didn't like females.
See, but if you're going into this type of subject and you're interested, or you're like, okay, let me hear it out. You have to not only listen to things like that, but you have to believe each other. If she were to say, I heard a fan fall over in the corner of the 4th building, I would believe it. You have to. And it's like, I heard a ball land on a piano hitting the C major note. But I would believe it.
If you think about it, right? So, in the middle of everything, you coming through a fence, why would I hear a growl then?
Literally.
Why not hear a growl before then? I heard that shit, and I was scared for you, and that's why I waited for you, but after I heard that, I was gone.
Again, this is for the believers and, the people that are interested. You know,
and maybe people are going to call us fucking scaredy cats and shit, but honestly, when we feel a certain way, we don't fuck around with that shit, because we know what can happen.
It can. Again, you have to, you don't even have to believe, but you have to, read an article or know something about a ghost or something.
Trust your instincts.
Yeah,
if something tells you to go, if something tells you something's not right, leave and figure it out later.
So besides the bug, the only thing that I got was don't go upstairs. That's what, and then again, what the logic was, it's probably the same thing upstairs. Besides the bug, if that bug didn't happen, we would still be there right now. I didn't get any bad feelings.
I didn't have any bad feelings. That's the thing. I didn't have any bad feelings. The thing is I had a scared feeling after I heard those voices. The fact that some little ass bug can tell you not to go and you can trust that bug. Maybe she caught me because I didn't have salt on me.
Maybe maybe. Well, I was going to say, maybe that's why you heard the growl. I had salt on me.
Maybe. But that's the thing is, I feel fine. I do. I felt scared. And that's the thing is, if you know me, you know that I don't get scared often.
She doesn't.
And that's the thing. When I go into a building, I will walk by myself sometimes, unless I feel uncomfortable. But that's the thing is, the second that bug had happened and I heard those voices, for some reason, it triggered fear inside me. And that might have been Cora, because Cora was probably tortured by people there.
So you felt it.
And I felt what she was feeling.
It was, I don't think it was like a cicada, but it sounded like something like that.
No, it was. It was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. And that's why I said, why? Because normally if you know how they are, they travel with other ones.
Yeah, they're big.
They travel in
big ass
like,
groups.
Things together.
Yeah.
And this one was just a singular one, and it could fly because it did.
Yeah. But it willingly leapt at you and took that fall.
Yeah.
It didn't just fly around and around. It jumped
didn't
right
come at me. It didn't attack me. It didn't do anything. It just gave me one yell and then fell on the ground and stayed.
I'd swear, like, I froze as if, like, if someone were to pull a cord and you couldn't move. I didn't even do that jump back thing. I just stood in my fucking spot. I'm like, nope. We're not taking another fucking breath until we make sure this is not a warning, which it really was.
You guys need to look into spiritual animals,
yes,
spiritual guides. Those are going to be your best friends. Those are going to be, if you want to go into a building and you want to stay to look and see what's going on when animals come through and stuff, then do it. But
if anything, I would have told you to just zoom in with your camera and see what you can see through the window.
I was looking through the windows and those were scary.
They were dark.
They were scary because it's light out still. It's literally, you can see it in the camera right now.
In my reflection,
it is light.
In my glasses.
That building was super dark. You couldn't even see the wall that was there. And it was,
the
sun was beaming on it.
Yeah.
You couldn't see a shadow. You couldn't see anything. The building was just pitch black.
I literally had no feeling. I could have, unless I were to physically see a fucking figure, I would have been like, la-da-da, let's go on to the next building, la-da-da. Besides the staircase, I was fine. Occasionally I looked back just in case. It wasn't my body look back. It was just let me just look back just to see. I felt perfectly fine and safe with that salt. Ooh, communicating does help. We wouldn't have known none of that without the communication app. You guys genuinely need to look into that. If you're scared, if you're not sure, do it. That literally saved us.
And it saves the communication between them. It will tell you the dates, the times, everything. Not
every ghost is bad. I don't know. It's just talking about her now makes me feel emotional. So, maybe she is free.
Really surprised that voice, that growl, was not noticeable, because that was closer to you than it was to me.
I feel like with Cora and the ghosts, I feel like that's kind of a earned thing too. If we were to go in there throwing shit around, smashing shit, she probably wouldn't have came out. She probably wouldn't have helped us. She would have said,
we're just like the people that hurt
you guys deserve this. But we didn't. We didn't do anything wrong, and you gotta pay attention and pay respect, really. So there might be at least one ghost that sees you as they're not a bad person, they're not doing bad things, we should help them. Even ghosts get their own something holding on to them. So if you're having a good time communicating and it just stops out of nowhere, either maybe you went too far, either with words or with range, or they have their own thing they are scared of. That was very helpful. I believe her. Like, I heard, as much as I know I heard that voice, she believes that much that she heard that growl, and we believe it. We believe each other. You gotta just know when to get the fuck out of there. It doesn't, like, it doesn't bother us. It's not like we're thinking, oh, people are gonna hate us. You can't think like that. Okay, like, just leave. Don't worry about the other fucking 10 minutes of a video. Don't worry about, this is where President George Bush sat down and wrote the first letter ever. That'd be amazing, but just get the fuck out of there and just know when to do so.